Hello, I'm here today to give you a tutorial on how to disassemble and reassemble your AR-15 rifle. Well, first starting off, you want to make sure your rifle's unloaded for safety purposes for yourself and any other people. So, as you can see with this rifle, there is no magazine in the magazine well, and I will pull the charging handle back. And as you can also see, no round in the chamber. Now we'll get started with disassembling the rifle. First off, there's two detent pins. There's one in the back and one in the front. Mainly all you really need to do to maintain your rifle is to remove the back one. So that's what we're going to do in this video. But if you were going to, say for instance, put another upper on your lower, or do major cleaning on your upper, then you would remove both. But to start out for this tutorial, you want to push this detent pin out, and if you have a newer rifle, then it's going to be harder. You may take a punch or something to get it out, but this is a rifle that's had about 1,000 rounds shot out of it, so you really don't need a punch or anything. And then what you want to do is flip it over, and this little detent pin will be sticking out on this side, and you want to pull it out until you hear a click. There will be a distinct click, and then your lower will pivot off of your upper, and there's your main two pieces of your AR-15 rifle. Now, to get the guts of the rifle, there's what we call a bolt carrier, and the bolt is inside the bolt carrier. And this bolt carrier has your firing pin, your actual bolt, and all that good stuff inside it. So let me zoom in here a little bit, or try to. Okay, well, first you want to start off by, let me pivot the rifle the other way, by taking your charging handle and pulling back on your charging handle, which will bring this whole bolt back. As you can see, here's your full bolt carrier, and this piece that pivots would be your actual bolt, and that little shiny thing, as you can see in the picture, that would be the end of your firing pin. To start out by disassembling your bolt, you want to take a screwdriver or a pair of needle nose pliers, but right here I just have a simple screwdriver, and there, as you can see, there's like a cotter pin there. It's not an actual cotter pin that actually twists around, but you just pull it straight out. So just take the sharp end of that screwdriver and push inside it and get it out to where you can get your fingers can actually get it, and then just pull that out, and as you can see, it's just a simple pin. You just lay that off, and then what you want to do is take the bolt carrier and smack it on the end, and as you can see, there's your firing pin, and smack it again and try to catch your firing pin, but it doesn't matter. But here's your firing pin. I need to clean mine a little bit. There's all that gunk and grime and stuff on there. And the next thing you want to do is pull your bolt out. Now, if your bolt is, let me try to get a better lighting position here. If your bolt is out, facing out, as you know, in an AR-15 the bolt rotates in a clockwise, being this way, back clockwise for the rotating action. You want to push this in and turn at the same time, and there's what's called a cam pin. You want to take that and turn that 90 degrees and pull it out. Just a simple pin, and then rotate your bolt and just pull out. and that would be your simple bolt right there, and empty bolt carrier. And that's basically it for the main disassembly. And now for reassembly of the rifle. Now, as on the ejection side of your bolt, or of your bolt carrier, you want to make sure the ejector, this little piece right here, as you can see that runs down, is facing on the ejection side, and that you can look down in there and you can see the hole of the ejector, which I don't have a very good, there we go, but there will be a hole down in there that you can see, and put that back in that slot where it's back and rotated. Now make sure your cam pin is not in a vertical rectangle but a horizontal rectangle, and slide it back in that hole all the way down. Make sure it's down, and then rotate that 90 degrees either way. It all works. And then what you want to do is pull it out and make sure it does this, but to really get the way you're firing, to get firing actual actions through it, you want to push it in and kind of give it a flick like that, and do that 2 or 3 times just to make sure it's going to cycle right. And as you can see, this does. So then you want to put your firing pin back down through and just drop it down in there, and maybe push it if you want. And then take that little cotter pin, and it doesn't matter if it's like this or like this, just push it back in that hole until it's under flush with the bolt carrier, so there's no rubbing. And then you want to put the bolt back in the actual firearm. Do that by putting it back in the actual receiver and pushing it in until your charging handle snaps, and therefore your bolt or nothing will come out. And then push it up, push your upper back to your lower, push the back detent pin in, and then make, as of course your rifle will be unloaded, put it on fire, pull the trigger, keep the trigger held, make sure, and cycle the gun, should I call it, and then while the trigger's held, let go, and you should hear a click. That will make sure that you have a full functions check. This basically covers it for the AR-15 disassemble and reassemble. I hope you enjoyed the video, and there should be more videos posted on my channel. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.